What's going on, everyone? It's Green Zero here, and I'm back once again with another Command & Conquer 3 Kane's Wrath video commentary. This video here, this replay in general, has just been picked at total random here because I want to test some new what do you call it, formatting stuff, blah 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 blah, stuff like that, boring stuff, to see if I get my videos to look maybe a little bit better, maybe get them a little bit smaller. So basically, this is just going to be a test replay. I'm still going to commentate like a normal replay, but hopefully you'll notice that the quality or the size is somewhat different there. We'll see how it goes. Anyway, hopefully this one will be published because why not? I'm going to go to all the trouble to render it. Anyway, we have Fours over here. Let's just pause that. Yes, it's Fours. Never heard of him before. I think he's a Russian player. He's Black Hand. Like I said, never really seen him before. Of course, he's over here against ImTIBIS. There we go, ImTIBIS. Yes, definitely know him. Strong GDI player on the ground. And what's he going to be going for on Rift? I thought I might as well... I'm actually recording this in full resolution, if I didn't mention that. Obviously, part of the test there. So I'm getting max 30 frames a second, which is what the game is locked at. So hopefully, if there's like huge mass imp scenes, it might drop to 25 or something like that. But never mind, we'll see how it goes. Obviously, oh, look at this. Falls is actually going for 3 engineers. Is he going for Shrine? No, he's not going for Shrine. Yes, he is going for Shrine. Is that a late Shrine, or is that just me? I'm not quite sure. He's upgrading it now. Maybe it's not a late Shrine. It just seemed a little bit late. I don't really know the timings on it. But he's going to get all the spikes. ImTIBIS has a scouting party down here, but he's never going to get past his Cabals. He's probably going to, as soon as he sees the flame upgrade, he's either going to know it's all in man spam, or it's he's going for the spikes. But more than likely, he's going for the spikes. So ImTIBIS is probably going to see the flame unit here once it finishes. Yeah, he's actually pulled away, so he saw the scouts. He's going to run. He's still got vision of this area, of course, and the flame upgrade is done. So ImTIBIS has probably noticed, all right, there's a flame upgrade. If he's actually, yeah, he beaconed it right now, so he's seen it. But the thing about beacons in a 1v1, I think they're completely and utterly useless. Basically, if you beacon enemy units or structures, you're telling the other player, because the other player can see the beacon. You're saying, hey, look, I've seen your hidden tech, I've seen your transition, I've seen this, I've seen that. I know it's coming, so the other player's going to be like, alright, well, that gives me a chance to change it, or mix it up, or do something different. All of a sudden, you give the advantage back to the other player. Because if you hadn't beaconed it, they might not have realized you'd seen it, and they would have continued to do exactly what you expected them to do. And you could easily counter it. But now that you beaconed it and made them aware that you know of it, they can change. You know, I don't understand why people do it. I think it's a bit of a morale destroyer. 2 riflemen squads down there. It's like, hey, I saw your hidden tech, you're gonna have to change now. But to be honest, I think it's great, because when someone beacons something that I've done, I know they've seen it, and that means, all right, I've got to be really careful here. I might just, I might continue with what I'm doing, but I'm going to mix it up a bit, or I'm going to completely transition out of it, and then all of a sudden they're going to have a really bad unit combination because what they saw coming isn't actually what they got, because they made me aware of what's happening. And I've been talking about that for quite a long time now, but I just think if you want to beacon, that's fine. Basically, it has got a psychological effect trying to put the other player down that you've seen their hidden tech or what they're building or anything like that. But on the upside, you know, you're making them aware that you've seen it, where, you know, if someone beacons like, you know, I'm building Orcas, I might actually stop building Orcas and go Firehawks instead, or I might keep building Orcas and just be very careful with them going around the sides and stuff like that. Anyway, beaconing, up to you. I see it as an incredibly game nerfing, breaking technique that people do. ImTIBIS managing to save his power plant there, nice work, scaring off the bikes as well. He's got 2 scouting parties down there. He could split them up. I don't know why they're so close together. He may have recalled them all on a Q move. Very bad ImTIBIS. No Q moving from ImTIBIS. That's bad. No Q move. Oh, he's pulling these scouts away. You could definitely just send them somewhere on the map, leave them on hold ground stance. But yeah, beaconing. What do you guys think about beaconing? Because yeah, whenever someone beacons something I'm doing, it's just making me aware of what the other player knows, and to be careful, or to transition, or to just mix it up a bit. And then they're going to build exactly what they think is going to be the counter, and then when you rock up with something different or something a bit obscure, that's going to screw with them. But again, I guess it gets a psychological edge over the other player. Morale, shifter, stuff like that. And there's bikes moving down here. Of course, Force has both of these. Now, haven't been talking about this game much. Again, bit of a test game here for my new formatting here, so it's not too important. Couple of rocket guys out here. Those people will skirt around the edges there. A few of them being split up there, so he's going to want to get those around. Not sure where these rifles are going. There's one of the squads, and I'm not sure what happened to the other one. They may have been cleaned up. No, those are the 2 being recalled all the way back to base. And here come the peoples, and they are going to be able to snipe a harvester. Nice work there, and ImTIBIS he's going to get, he can at least get 2 more, I think. Oh, he's not focusing, he's just running straight through. What's he doing? He didn't get any more harvesters. That was, oh man, he could have easily sacrificed some more pit bulls to get some harvesters there, but instead not to be. What happened to those bikes? I don't think they got anything. No, oh, actually down here they haven't even gone in for an attack, so Ford's there multitasking a little bit iffy, but this harvester's as good as dead. There's absolutely nothing to save that harvester, and ImTIBIS can micro all he wants, he cannot save that. Pitbull's being recalled back to base again. I would have thought he could have done a lot more damage here. Looks like Force, what's he doing? He's got a double racks, and he's got his tier 2 up. Again, I'm not expecting the most highest caliber game here. I think ImTIBIS, like, I don't know Force at all, so I'm assuming ImTIBIS is gonna, like, you know, smash him at some stage in this game here. And one of those bikes getting cut off there. Can't underestimate Force though. Never seen him, not expecting. I mean, he's going a little bit weird. He's got a decent amount of infantry here. He's got a flame tank, sells off his racks. Is he going to go for an expansion? He's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 harvesters, so he actually had 6. And ImTIBIS, again, I thought ImTIBIS could have easily sniped off 2 more harvesters. I'm not sure why he didn't do that. Cutting off some more of the bikes there, that's nice. He's still got a lot of pit bulls out here. You know, he could destroy the spy. He could come in from the side and destroy that one to avoid this garrison, because they will destroy the pit bulls over time. He's got his bikes down there. Here you go. He's going to swing at this spike. There's nothing to stop him from destroying that spike, so he might as well attack it. ImTIBIS has a scouting party up there. That's good. That's going to see if any flame tanks are sneaking around the top. He has some scouts sitting just here. He did lose his home spike, so he's... oh, look at that, selling off the refinery. Nice management there. He might want to send one or perhaps both of these harvesters to the blue field. I like to do that now a lot once his field's dry, because you can see he's actually hasn't... oh, no, he's transitioning down here now. I was going to say, where's all his harvesters? There's 4 coming down here. But yeah, like I said, at this point in the game, I really like to move some units down to the blue field. The enemy doesn't expect it a lot. They don't have that much to get rid of it. If you just send a few infantry squads down there, you can perhaps defend your attack there. But generally, I rely on stealth. You know, the fact that he's not going to notice those harvesters are there. Now, ImTIBIS does not have APM. He doesn't even have a comm center. But he's going to be okay because this imp spam is coming in separated. Although there are 3 flame tanks. And they're reverse moving in, which I'm not sure why he's doing that, because they're going to take a lot of damage if they get fired up from the rear. Armor minefields are definitely going to be on the cards here for ImTIBIS. He needs to minefield to stop those, but no, he's got pitbulls here. What's he doing? He's got to stop those guys. Those flame tanks turning around now. Oh, that's interesting. I would have thought he would have just gone for it here. But ImTIBIS, what's happening back here? There are a few Predator tanks. How did they get all the way over there without me noticing? There are some, and these units here pushing on ImTIBIS's base. Those Predator tanks aren't going to get anything. They're going to get destroyed, completely annihilated. The flame tanks are in now. If the APC's dropped a minefield, he may not have money to drop a minefield. He could definitely just like carve through those 3 flame tanks, which still have a lot of health each. They've got quite a lot of health still. The pitbulls here are definitely up to the task of taking it out, as long as they can avoid the infantry here. But the infantry not quite being cleaned up by ImTIBIS. His last APC just went down. Oh no, he's got 6 back here. What's he doing? He needs to get out of this area. There's no Tiberium, so there's not much point defending this area anymore. He could even sell this war factory. He needs to get that harvester out of there. It looks like, oh, a blue expansion here for Forza. I was going to say his expansion was very late, but it's because he's going for the blue though. And that's going to help him. I mean, as long as ImTIBIS... I mean, ImTIBIS has good economy down here. He's got a lot of harvesters lining up. That one not quite full, but there's Scorpion tanks down here. Force hasn't realized they've moved all the way through. ImTIBIS has his pitbulls up there in the middle of the map. He cleaned up that attack rather nicely. Did he get all the flame tanks? He may have got all the flame tanks. Yeah, I can't see them anymore. He may have destroyed them all. And he's only got towers to take this on. AP ammo halfway done. He's got some APCs, but again, without AP ammo, it's going to still take a while to get through these tanks. Luckily, a lot of them are quite badly damaged, and he should be able to finish it off. Although more tanks coming in now, he's going to need some minefields, I think. But he's not dropping any minefields. And this is the thing about a lot of GDI players. They just don't like minefields. I love minefields when I play as GDI. Almost said GLA then. They are so good. I put them down everywhere. They do require a little bit of micro, but maybe ImTIBIS doesn't have the money. He's just trying to tower spam his way out of this again. Gun weaponry, not so good against the Scorpion tanks, but there's so much of it here that they're doing quite a bit of damage. And oh no, there's those flame tanks. He still kept them alive. How did I not see them? He must have pulled them around the rift. Oh man, I'm all over the place in this replay. ImTIBIS recalling everything back to... He's panicking. He's panicking. He's got AP ammo. He's going to be able to destroy these flame tanks. There is an elite one there. He needs to kill that before it goes wrong. He's going to get it. Oh man, he just lost a ref there. Or did he sell it? I'm not quite sure. Yeah, he's in big trouble here now. Those Scorpion tanks will get cleaned up. It looks like Force is just throwing everything in now. He should retreat, I think. He's caused the damage, but no, he's going to sacrifice the rest of his units here. ImTIBIS is looking pretty hurt. He's got 1 ref, and he's got 4 harvesters here. But what does Force have? He does have the blue Tiberium now. He should either expand or kill ImTIBIS right now, because this blue Tib is going to burn so fast. The problem with the blue team, and I've said this a lot of times, it gives you a false sense of economic stability because you have so much money and then all of a sudden, bam, it just runs dead out. So if you don't kill the other player, if he doesn't kill ImTIBIS right now, he needs to basically expand, and he's not expanding, he's going for another structure. He does have 2 spikes still. That one there destroyed. Nice use of flame tanks by Black Kane. You don't usually see them going through the front door, but with the infantry to really shield them, that was big. And he's going for a tech lab, and he's still going for another structure. And he loves reverse moving his flame tanks, doesn't he? I hope it doesn't reverse move anymore into ImTIBIS' base. ImTIBIS, I think he's locked. He's locked in his base. Does he still have those peoples? He still has the peoples. He needs to get out and scout around and see what's happening, where the expansions are. If he realizes there's no expansion here, he's gonna be like, all right, I'm okay. You know, he went for the blue field, but as long as I hold this attack, you know, I'm going to be fine because I'm still going to have this green tier here. He's going to need to expand soon. The problem is he's really deteched, isn't he? He's got no tier 3. He hasn't got much of an army. He's got scattered forces here, which he can easily defend with. And he's moving his peoples out, which is a good choice. He really does need to go out and do something with those. And there's a harvester there. I don't think he's noticed it. That's an easy kill there. No, it may be out of his vision range, so that's why he hasn't seen it. And look at this, Force setting up in a line formation here and here. And he's going to come in from like this massive concave. That is very intelligent indeed. Force, you are getting a lot of applause for that there. Look at that, he's going to come in this massive concave. I don't know if it's going to be enough though, because there's towers, there's that shatter tank is just going Rambo. He's not even going to get one shot off. No, he's not. And this could be a problem. Flame tanks now going around the side. The peoples are in the field here killing harvesters, and there is a shatter tank up there fighting a scorpion. But I think ImTIBIS, as long as he can kill these flame tanks though, he might be alright, although he is losing his tower defense here. He's losing all his tanks. His tanks not coming in much handy at all. There's units up here fighting those flame tanks around there. The peoples are being recalled to base. There's no harvesters left to destroy, so they're like, alright, let's get out of here. The only harvesters remaining will probably be from this area here. And the Redeemer's coming out. Oh man, the flame tank over here. He's got an elite flame tank. Knocks out the tier 2 from ImTIBIS. No more shadow tanks for him, so he's at tier 1 and he's got to deal with the Redeemer. Oh no, and he's going to lose. No, not quite. The shadow tanks just managed to save that refinery there. Oh, the peoples have come in here and they're going to start sniping harvesters. Rage Gen goes off, but that's not going to do much. They've already got targets. And looks like ImTIBIS will hold. He will keep a ref. He's only got 2 harvesters left there. That not even harvesting a full load. Oh, lining those guys up there with the shadows. That's not good. The peoples will get out of there. Those harvesters are all extremely badly damaged. I think Forza is going to be scraping the bottom of the barrel, but no, he's got an expansion up and he is set. He's got the refinery, and that's important. He can move the harvesters over there. He's obviously moved these guys to the war factory, but they're not quite in range. And we can see here targeting the tier 2. That's always smart, but he's got to watch out because the supercharged particle, or just charged particle beam, is going to hurt him. But ImTIBIS, yeah, alright, got locked in his base and got slammed. He's gone back for his tier 2. He obviously knows, you know, he's up against a, he lost his war factory as well. That's not good. He's up against a Redeemer, and I think, yeah, Forza knows that he's just going to throw this Redeemer down the guts. And there's nothing that ImTIBIS can do against this. He's got no money. He's got nothing. He's going to get overwhelmed here very shortly. He needs to try to pull the Redeemer back somehow, but he's only got peoples. I don't think he's going to fall for it. Look at that. Has he got all 3 upgrades? Forza went for all 3 upgrades from his tech center. I don't know why he did that misclick. I'm not sure. What could he possibly do with EMP buggies and TIB core missile right now? He's got no units to implement those. Double airfield orca coming up here by ImTIBIS, but it's not going to be quick enough. I mean, he's only got 1 orca. Oh no, this is going to be devastating. This Redeemer is free to destroy everything. He's down to 1 harvester, not even mining its full load here. And that is going to be the end of ImTIBIS there. So an interesting game. I would have thought ImTIBIS, I would have thought he could have done a lot better in there. He obviously got a bit flustered here. For's surprisingly aggressive. I mean, he seems to be very capable skill-wise, but yeah, ImTIBIS just got shattered by him there. Black Hand always look a lot more threatening than they are sometimes, and he, you know, like I said, he's only got 1 orca. He can't build anymore. He's got no money at all. He's got no spikes. He's completely flatlined. Sells his conyard up, but these airfields will be overrun. Maybe if they're like way back up here, he might have a chance, but no, he's going to lose everything here. And ImTIBIS will go down here. I'm not sure why happened to the peoples. I can't see them on the radar. I'm assuming that they are all but dead here. Ford's now establishing himself down there, getting those harvesters to move around, not quite where they need to be. Last structure here by Ford's, I mean by ImTIBIS, and Ford's, I'm not sure why he's not destroying that. He's obviously not on an aggressive stance and not paying attention, but here we go. And he's going to destroy that right there. So that was a nice game. Nice test game between 2 evenly matched players there. Again, don't know much from Ford's, but probably would have expected ImTIBIS to play a little bit better in that game there. So anyway, Ford's, well done for the victory there. And yeah, that was very intense. I like those line formations. That was very good. Come in with a huge concave. You don't see that very often, and it's just so effective. It just completely smashed ImTIBIS' defense, even though ImTIBIS should have been able to hold that. The fact that all the infantry were able to fire was pretty good. $90,766 from Force, $75,515 from ImTIBIS. So what have we got? 15,000 in favour of Fords for a 13-minute 40-second game. That's a slight advantage, slight economical advantage. Got an extra $15,000. Obviously, you can see that ImTIBIS was ahead here, and obviously the blue tib put Fords above the edge. But it's going to be the units graph here. ImTIBIS, he didn't lose too much, I suppose. I mean, he didn't have AP ammo for that one attack on his main, and he really needed it. I don't know why he didn't have it. And the Pitbulls, they could have done so much more damage, because you can see here, Fords was already really low. ImTIBIS could have easily sniped 2 more, but he just decided, no, he's going to get out of there. But again, it's a decision to make at that point in time. Structures up and down. You can see here, ImTIBIS was forced to rebuild his base several times. He lost most of it here, then he had to rebuild it all, then he lost most of it again and had to rebuild it all. So a lot of his resources were actually not being spent on units, they were being spent on structures. So you can see why he didn't have that many. I mean, Black Kane should have more than GI anyway. 90 units created by Fords, that's not too much. 57 from ImTIBIS. He lost 87, so he lost more than he made. He did kill 145 though, so 0.59 for Fords. That's a pretty good kill death ratio for a Black Hand player though. 1.65 for ImTIBIS, so he still had a pretty good kill death ratio as well, but unable to come through for the victory there. Anyway, this was a test game for my new formatting. Hopefully this one makes it to my channel. I hope you all enjoyed this VOD, and I will see you all next time.